It's showtime.
That was really good, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Should have kept that for the pod too. Hello and welcome to Musical Lyrical Lingo. We're your hosts, Tim
And LJ. Today and every week we will be discussing musicals, but specifically what they taught us.
We've just had a falling out.
No, we haven't. You were just being yourself.
Oh, passive aggressive. I like your pajama bottoms.
Thank you. Thank you. I like them too. That's why I'm wearing them.
Yeah, it's also why we're not recording for YouTube today.
No,
It's
I don't
okay.
mind at
I
all.
look terrible, so it's absolutely fine.
We'll just do little snippets.
Little snippets. Oh, so they'll see the Daffy Duck.
It's not Daffy Duck. It's Donald Duck and Daisy Duck. Get it right.
I'm quite impressed with that.
I think you missed your calling in life to be a animal caller.
Yes, because I have done my cow on
Yeah,
the pod,
you've done
haven't
your
I?
cow.
Yeah.
I think you've tried to be a cat on numerous occasions in your life.
Okay, let's not bring up Sports Day circa whatever year that was. Let me tell you, the Jellicle Ball was happening down in Ward Park that day. I'm telling you now.
Oh my goodness, the stuff we get up
5,
to.
6, 7, 8.
Do you know that we have officially launched
Lost it.
75 episodes of this podcast?
Is it 75? I can't count.
No.
I'm on episode 73.
But that doesn't mean that that's 75 that because we've had some like throwbacks and we've had...
And I've just remembered that one of the episodes was across 2.
Yes.
I didn't count that one.
So officially we have 75 podcast episodes to our little name.
How many hours of talking absolute nonsense and drivel is that?
A lot, Timothy.
And people are still listening?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. It's exciting.
That
Thanks
is exciting.
for still being on the journey with us, guys.
Thank you for being on the journey with us.
That's literally what I just said.
I'm just there's 2 people in this podcast, Lauren. I'm just reiterating what you said from both of us. Thank you. Oh, well, now you're being snappy tonight, aren't you?
Not, but you were like, as if you were about to say something really unique, and you just repeated what I said.
Not everything that has to come out of this mouth has to be,
Unique and wonderful.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Sometimes it's just pure drivel. Here, is Daffy your favourite?
Would you stop saying Daffy?
Okay, Millie. What's her name? Minnie. No, that's the mouse.
Yes, this is Donald Duck and Daisy Duck.
Daisy Duck.
Yeah.
Donald and Daisy. Is Donald or Daisy your favourite?
Well, Donald is my daddy's favourite.
Really?
Yeah. These were my mum's pajama bottoms.
Oh, I'm okay. I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's okay.
If I'd known that, I would not have said you can record in them all you want. Let's get them on YouTube.
Yeah, they're cute.
I was more of a Goofy myself.
You are a Goofy.
Okay, now he's been offensive.
No, you are an amazing Mickey Mouse.
Oh my goodness, I forgot that happened.
Yeah.
So Lauren, for years, talk about tangent, for years on New Year's Eve would have always had a party. We've just been talking about parties tonight too, and how wonderful our parties were.
Yeah.
How wonderful your parties were, your New Year's Eve ones. But there was always a theme.
Yeah.
And you had to come dressed up as the theme.
But you always took the theme and ran with it. Like, you were always amazing.
I went for it full on, didn't it? Full out, all out.
So good. Like, one year you were Mickey Mouse. One year...
Including the ears.
I know. One year you were Puss in Boots.
including the nose.
But
And
the best, and I funny feeling we've talked about this before in the pod, but one year you were Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah.
And it was hilarious.
I actually looked like Ozzy
It
Osbourne
was
that year, didn't I? Yeah.
brilliant. I actually found those pictures recently. They were so good.
But the amount of effort and time that went in to prepare myself for those. Like I
Well,
was
I
in
appreciate
in
it.
hair and makeup for about 3 hours before I came round your house every year. Puss in Boots was particularly difficult. It was a full face of paint. Like,
that was a great episode.
That
was a great dress up. Yeah, I love them. Do you know what might bring it back this year?
really?
Put a date in
What's your
diary.
theme?
Don't know.
Musicals?
Can you remember all the things we did? Heroes and villains, Disney, and was it
Musicians, yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was. Well
Do
done.
musicals then? How have you never done a musical party? That'd
Right,
be
that's
class.
what we'll
Everybody
do.
coming like dressed as like a different.
Character from a musical.
Yeah,
Love it.
yeah, that'd be good.
Might get to play Bert then.
Excuse me. I could
and
be in
speaking
talks whilst.
Bert, we should really say a little.
Yeah,
about Gavin.
let's take a wee moment to remember Gavin Creel.
Yeah,
That was truly shocking.
heartbreaking.
Absolutely heartbreaking.
But isn't it? It's again so lovely that all of the posts about him just talk about how wonderfully beautiful that man was and how he had
As
so
a person.
much time
Yeah.
for other people and was so supportive to cast members and
Yeah.
supporting actors, and it's just lovely to read all of those, and what a real legacy.
Yeah, I saw him in Waitress when he
yeah.
did like that limited run with Sarah Bareilles in the West End, and I don't do stage door very often,
Mm-hmm.
but when Sarah Bareilles and Gavin Creel are in the same show, we did go and do stage door and did meet him, and he, as you said, he was just so warm and lovely, and yeah,
Sad.
he'll still be singing, dancing and tapping up there.
Absolutely, like the best of them.
Absolutely, indeed, in good company. Yes, that was lovely, actually, that you remembered to just take a wee moment. It's interesting that we're talking about Donald and
Yes, Disney, well done.
Donald and Daisy. I do listen to you sometimes because we are going Disney.
Back to
We're
Disney?
Disneyfying ourselves again. It's been a while.
It has been a while, and I would like to say that we listen to our listeners
Of course.
because in series 1 especially, we did a couple of episodes of musicals that were similar together, and some people said that they would have liked us to go into more depth.
Yeah. We had thought about doing a two Disney
Two-parter.
part person, but two parters means that there's two different episodes. We had talked about doing 2 Disney shows in the one, and then went, we can't be doing that. Not with the ones that we were going to do. I need a bit of Disney in my life right now.
Everybody needs Disney, and I want to be in Disney so bad. Well, not in Florida when this hurricane's
I
coming,
know.
but
I hope everyone's keeps
safe.
safe. And
But I just love Disney.
you are a Disney
massive.
girl, like, aren't you?
Massive Disney.
It's been a very long time since I stepped foot in Disney, to be honest. It's been a very long time since I've watched a Disney. Actually, I know.
No, need to get Hercules on.
Yeah, bring on the stage show.
I know, can't we?
Honest to goodness.
2025.
It could be like the new, like, Hello Dolly, you know, like that show that you're just like dying to see. I'm not tap dancing,
No.
it's just Honey the dog who's
Honey.
tap dancing in the living room here.
So, what musicals tap dancing that kind of goes into this?
Shoo-doo-ba-doo, bop, bop,
So, what
bop.
musical are we talking about today?
Make way for Prince Ali. Say hey for Prince Ali. Hey, clear the way in the old bazaar. It's you.
Yeah.
See, this is what I need this
I know.
week. I need a bit of jolliness and Disney and
just
musical theatre.
fun. So, this is Aladdin.
And if you didn't get that from our sing along, there's something wrong with you.
Aladdin. Aladdin, which I feel has a very special part in our hearts, just like as millennials.
Oh my
And-
God, here she goes again.
And
As a
also,
millennial.
and also,
Why?
it's-
Why
because
is
it was
it-
one of the big movies whenever we were younger, and
Okay.
also we did it a lot on stage, Carl. So we'll come on to
Too
it.
many times.
Right. Okay, so
It was one of those old favourites that kept getting
Yeah.
like pulled out every 4 years, and it's like, again.
yes. Okay, so
There's
the
only so many
Aladdin-
ways you can choreograph a one jump ahead of the bedline.
It's based on the 1992 film, which surprised me. I thought it was a wee bit later, but it came out in 1992. The book is... I'm not going to be able to say his name again. Sure I'm not. Book is by Chad Begwellin.
I think you did a wonderful job.
And we know Chad from things like The Prom, which we haven't discussed, but we have discussed Elf.
Yep.
And The Wedding Singer. Timothy, do you remember how obsessed we were with The Wedding
Love
Singer?
it.
And we made a pact that whenever we lived together in London, we would fly over to New York and see The Wedding Singer. And 30 years
Did
later,
we?
Still don't think The
Honestly,
Wedding Singer is
Lauren,
on Broadway
You see,
anymore.
when we were younger, we made so many pacts. They were all nonsense. Do you remember the pact of having a like red telephone box in the living room?
I know, but we never ended up living together.
That's
so-
true. That's probably for the best, isn't it? But it killed each other. We actually wouldn't be doing this podcast because
I
we
know.
wouldn't be talking to each other.
No.
Her, can't stand her. Him, don't even start me. Anyway.
But yeah, that maybe go, but that's The Wedding Singer, something we've got to talk about. Anyway,
It's a good
music
show.
is by our lovely, wonderful idol, Alan Menken.
Well done.
Yay! We know him from
This
Little Shop of
podcast
Horrors.
has taught you so much,
I
Lauren.
know. Hercules, and of course, like Little Mermaid. And,
Yeah.
lots. We know him from lots. Lyrics by his great team member, the lovely, wonderful Howard Ashman, but Tim Rice as well, and then Chad Begwellin. Is that right?
Yeah.
He wrote some of the songs, because there were some songs which should have been in the film, which were discarded, and then actually have been put into the musical.
Yeah, that's right. Three of the songs written by Menken and Ashman for the film, but not used, then ended up in the musical. Proud of Your Boy being one of them, which is like, it's, from my point of view, it's one of my favourite songs in the show.
It's a good song, but I can see why it wasn't put into the film.
In the film, no, that's fair enough. And then Babcock, Omar, Aladdin, and Kasim.
Yes.
Who were, that's like the sidekick number, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then High Adventure.
Yeah.
I can also understand why
again,
that didn't make it in.
All
Yeah.
three of those make sense
Yeah.
as to why they're not in the film, because if you know the film, you know that Aladdin has this little friend Abu, but it's not in the musical.
It's so sad.
So it's kind of good that in the musical it is replaced with actual real life friends.
Yes. Three of them.
rather than-
It took 3 real life friends to replace a monkey, though, didn't it?
It did, yeah.
You do miss Abu a wee bit.
Oh, you do, especially in one jump. You're only the friend, or I've forgotten the line now.
Oh.
You're my only friend, Abu.
Who?
Aladdin's hit the bottom.
He became a one-man walking crime. I blame parents, except he hasn't got 'em.
Bum,
Yeah, we
bum.
have done this
Yeah.
far too many times in stage school.
Gotta live to eat, got to live. Otherwise, we get along. Wrong. I think
That-
I missed a wee word out there.
Yeah,
but
and the
anyway.
diction was a pretty
Yeah, it
woeful,
was
but
pretty
sure,
woeful,
it's
but
okay.
anyway.
It's a Wednesday night.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. So the musical opened in Seattle in 2011, then moved into Toronto 2013, and eventually made it onto Broadway in 2014.
Yeah, like surely Disney knew that a staged production of Aladdin was going to do okay.
This is what I was so confused about.
Yeah.
I just assumed that it would have went, yep, it's fine. Here we go. Put it on the stage. We'll make money from it.
They really tried it out, didn't they?
Really tried it
Yeah.
out. I don't know. No, apart from Hercules, because we're waiting for an English version of it. But like
Yeah.
Frozen just went straight on, didn't it? Well,
yeah.
maybe we'll need to research that. But I just assumed because the movie was so successful, and obviously they'd seen with Lion King and Beauty and the Beast, that these things were.
Like, from Disney's point of view, surely when they sat down and went, right, which of these films are we going to make into a live action,
Musical.
musical?
Yeah.
Aladdin would have been up there on the list. You know what I mean? Surely they knew it was
strange.
going to be a certified hit. I just don't quite understand the tryout process that it went through.
Yeah.
Also, I think they topped and tailed and changed a lot as it went from those three various different locations. Because it was as part of my research, I was looking at the numbers that were in, out, omitted, changed, adapted,
Yeah.
and I completely lost track. I was like, there were so many things that changed or were put back in again or taken out. I was like, no, I'm lost.
And the story doesn't vary very much from the film. You know, the only difference is there's not a boo.
Who?
But the same as like Beauty and the Beast and Lion King, they're all very similar to the film. So again, I don't understand. You could maybe think, oh, it needs tryouts because they're changing it slightly, or they're adding a whole new element to it. But
Just
they
a
didn't.
bit bizarre, yeah. I mean,
Anyway.
it is set in fictional Arabian city Agrabah.
Arabian Nights.
Like Arabian days. He's about to say something really rude. Here we go. Hi, Aaron.
Hello, not being rude. You're just saying it's set in Agrabah, which is where did you say it was? Arabian? Fictional.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently there's some debating where it's actually set because Jasmine's palace looks like it's based in the Taj Mahal, which would make it India. And it was originally told by a Syrian woman. Story and later translated into French, but
That's
traced
right.
back it would be Chinese.
Oh.
But
This
I think
is-
if you open up with a song called Arabian Nights, it's probably fair to say that you're in Arabia.
Yeah.
And then also, like at the beginning, doesn't the genie like narrate it, like introduce the...
Yes, which is different in the 1992 film. It's not the genie that narrates it, but in the remake film with Will Smith, the genie narrates it, and the stage version.
Yeah, in the stage.
Yeah, so it just
and
mean,
they
like-
say in that in the musical narration at the beginning, "Welcome to the fictional,
Yes.
city of Agrabah."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yes. The background of it all is quite interesting, and what it's kind of based on, Aaron, like that the concept story.
Yeah.
It's called a funny name too. It's called 1001 Nights, which was like a Middle Eastern folk tale collection.
Yes, so we'll come on to that in one of my musical lyrical lingos.
That's what you learnt, is it? Well done, you.
Yeah.
You're a very clever girl. I learnt and didn't write down. Forgot. Whoops.
so despite the fact that we are shocked that it took so long for it to actually get to Broadway, it is the 10th highest grossing Broadway production of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Over $500 million has been taken by this musical from or up to August 2022 and has been seen by more than 17 million people worldwide.
Yep.
Like, of course it was going to be successful.
Yeah.
It is successful.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, it is a good wee
Yeah,
fun,
no, it is
fun,
good.
fun thing. What I did also love, fun fact, was that Jonathan Freeman, who is the voice of Jafar in the film, he reprised his role on stage from 2011 and 2014, and he's the only actor to do so, and he also did it in the West End.
Yes, because when I saw that, it was him that I saw.
Okay.
Because that. I was like, oh, right, he's in the film too. That's interesting. Yeah, no, kind of cool.
So it came to West End from 2016 to 2019, and it's currently on a UK and Ireland tour. So right now, at
Yeah.
the time of recording, if you're interested in seeing it, if you live in Birmingham, it's in the Birmingham Hippodrome until the 3rd of November. Then it'll move to Glasgow until the 30th of November, and then it ends in Liverpool, and it's on until I think it's like the 5th of January 2025. So
It did come to Dublin, didn't it? And we missed
was
it.
in March.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it is quite the spectacle to be seen.
It certainly is.
In the musical, up to 300 costumes. Actually,
loved
337 to be exact.
I loved it, and the amount of Swarovski crystals. If
Yeah.
you want to find out more, I'm sure Timothy has lots of information.
I have loads.
But I was just going to say,
4 pages worth.
their website is amazing.
But don't worry about going to the website. I'll read it out to you now.
well, no, do. But I'm just saying, like, there's loads of videos, there's loads of behind the scenes, like taking Disney to Broadway. It's all part of that.
A wee documentary.
A wee documentary. It was great. I loved it.
You spent hours,
Yeah, hours.
clearly watching those documentaries. Yeah, the set was super heavy and it weighed the equivalent of 4.5 double-decker buses.
Wow, that is heavy.
I know. The Cave of Wonders. Did you know that the Cave of Wonders has like a wee special connection with Star Wars?
And we're winking over at EP here, being like, oh, he's like,
he's just,
why are you looking at
his
me?
wee head went, he was like a wee meerkat. He went, oh, what? Did you know this, Aaron?
I did not.
So the Cave of Wonders has a connection with Star Wars because the stage was built using the same golden material used for C-3PO.
What? That's class.
Isn't that cool?
There
And
you
it is very sparkly.
Every day's a school day.
Very sparkly.
And every day's connected to Star Wars, apparently.
Yeah.
There you go.
Who knew? Who knew? Oh,
Oh, that's okay.
there was a bang there.
It's all right.
Is everyone alive?
Probably a child's fallen out of bed, but it's okay.
Oh dear. 150 moving lights.
What?
1,225 lush fabrics.
I mean,
fabrics.
of course.
712 different styles of beads to add a little bit more pizzazz. This is your I can say that.
No, I can't say it. Swarovski. So what? That word. Now that you when somebody says something that you
Oh
can't.
my goodness. Those crystals, beginning with S.
Swarovski.
Well done, we'll go with that. There was 1,428 of those crystals on a pair of men's pants in the finale of the show-stopping musical number Friend Like Me.
Oh, like trousers rather than pants.
No, they're harem pants probably. Let's be honest.
Yeah, trousers.
Pants.
Yeah.
Not knickers.
Yeah.
Pants. More than 100 oh my goodness, I can't even talk anymore. Automated scenic effects. And apparently there was frenzy backstage with 108 costume changes in less than 1 minute. I'm trying to work
say
out.
that again. 100 and
8 costume changes in less than 1 minute. I'm trying to work out what that was.
oh, that must be in Friend Like Me.
Must be, aye. Or into and out of, maybe.
Yeah. Whoa, that is a lot.
It is a lot, isn't it?
Isn't it?
Yeah, 1,000%.
Whoa, but it is a spectacular.
That is the one thing about this show. Like it is.
It is.
It is. It is a wow.
Yeah.
When you see it, but then most Disneys are a wow when you see it. That's what Disney
Yeah. Does best.
theatrics or Disney theatricals, is that what they call themselves? That's what they do best.
Yeah.
Like, Lion King is the same. It's a wowzer.
Yeah.
That circle of life when all the animals come out for the first time and you see Pride Rock like growing out from the stage at it. You do go, oh. Sometimes at the detriment to the
Story.
yes,
Okay.
or the performance maybe.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. That's fair.
But we'll maybe get on to that later.
Okay.
It's just my opinions.
I mean, it did win some Tonys.
It did. Tony.
And I think James Monroe Inglehart, is that how you say his name?
Very good.
He was the Genie, and I think he'll always be associated with the Genie, even though
Yeah,
he's played like
yeah.
parts in Hamilton and
I
other roles.
think that not that it made him, but I think it certainly propelled him
Yes,
into being a name and a real big name in musical theatre. He was charming, and it was a much lauded performance.
Yeah.
So the fact that he did win the one Tony, they got nominated for 5, didn't they?
Yeah,
Do you say
5.
that?
Yeah. No, I didn't say how many, but there was 5.
So they were nominated for 5 and he won for Best Supporting in a Feature Role, yeah. That's it. In the West End, 2016 and to 19, it was Trevor Dion Nicholas who played the Genie. And again, similar with him, like his career has kind of propelled since doing that as well.
It's a great role, you know, and obviously we have fond memories of it from it being Robin Williams as the wonderful voice in the film, but they also then made it more of a like that storytelling sort of character in the musical. So,
and I think they had to be very careful when they did go with this as a theatrical, you know, performance. It had to still be the Genie, but nobody was ever going to be able to replicate, you know, Robin Williams' Genie. Yeah. So then it kind of changed the character completely on stage, and that is what it needed. Do you know what I mean? But it's a fantastic role. Like, I'd love to play a Genie someday.
Would you?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think there's a Genie in me.
Do you think so?
Genie in a bottle. Yep. That's Christina Aguilera, though, so we're not going to sing any more of that.
Oh, okay.
No, I would love to give Genie a wee go.
No, that's never a part I thought that would entice you.
And at the end of the day, a friend like me on stage is a tap number as well. So, you know, I'm a sucker for a wee Hoofers number.
You're already there?
Already there.
You're halfway there?
Halfway there. Just need the magic carpet to
lift you up and take you away.
What am I talking about? I'm in Genie. I can do whatever I want.
Click your fingers, rub yourself, and you're fine.
Scooby-doo, wop, wop, ba-doo-be-doo. Scooby-doo-be-doo, wop, wop. Scooby-doo, wop, ba-doo, wop, wop. Can you give me a la-la-la-la-la?
Okay, now I can kind of see
a bibbidi-bobbidi-boo.
We're still going.
Waka, 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 waka. Hit it. Wah, wah, wah. Oh, yeah. Wah, wah, wah. See, I can't.
Honestly, every week you surprise me with the noises you can make. Oh, gosh.
Lauren?
Yeah. You've too
never
much time
had a friend like me. I couldn't resist it, I'm sorry.
I love it. I love it.
That was genius.
Oh,
terrible. Okay.
I actually think come Wednesday at the moment, I am completely waka.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Love the catchy tunes and insightful discussions on musical lyrical lingo? Why would you not? Now you can reap your fandom. Ooh, we've got fans. And show off your love of all things musical theatre with our exclusive merchandise. Ooh.
From comfy tees,
T-shirts,
mugs to stylish tote bags, we have something for every fan. Our designs are inspired by the show's iconic themes.
Because we are so iconic.
And featured playful quotes, alpha, and graphics that will have you humming along.
I will never work again.
Wherever you go.
So head over to our merch store now and start shopping. Spend your money, people. And don't forget to share your pics on our social media using #podcast musical lyrical lingo merch. We love to see our fans rocking our gear.
Yes, we do. Happy shopping.
So this was either a really good idea or a really bad idea.
Terrible. Like, I feel like I've had a couple of drinks and I haven't had a set. Like, I'm having a coffee.
Aaron, you should really be recording this because
in a minute I'm about to jump up onto that table and give you the full tap routine for a friend like me.
Get that camera out. Right.
You might cover this room in gold. It ain't no Cave of Wonders yet.
Get your C3PO.
Come on. Anyway,
okay,
let's move on to our musical lyrical lingos quickly.
Okay, so the first thing for me came from Arabian Nights.
Arabian Nights.
Where it goes, oh, I come from a land from a faraway place where the caravan camels roam. I did not know that a collection of camels was known as a caravan.
Do you know I did know that?
Did you?
Because I'm a P7 teacher and we do our collective nouns. But yeah, class, right?
What? So then that all made sense for, I'm pretty sure, in there's another song in Aladdin where he says, we'll take a caravan.
Yeah.
But he's talking about a camel.
Yeah.
I thought he was
yeah.
talking about, a wee caravan of Malay there.
You wouldn't get it over the sand dunes. Come on. You get stuck.
So that was one of my very first.
It is class, isn't it?
But why?
The world of collective nouns is insane. Some of the names given to a group of different nouns is wild.
But why
Like,
caravan? They don't always have to make sense.
there is
do they?
no rhyme or reason
Right,
to it
okay.
sometimes, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like some of them I'm going, what? Right,
Because
okay.
isn't oils a parliament?
Yeah.
Because I always found that one fascinating.
Don't test me because I'm now going to embarrass myself by
You're a
not knowing
P7
some.
teacher. You
Yeah.
said it really
Well, we don't know it all, okay?
yeah, so that's what I learned in Arabian Nights. I love Arabian Nights. I think
Yeah.
it's one of my faves.
Yep.
I love it. As a good,
It's a really good opening.
introduction,
Yeah.
Yeah, opening. It just sets the scene really well. And I think you could have a lot of fun with it.
Yeah.
Like staging it and
I
stuff
agree.
too.
Back when I first became acquainted with Aladdin, Jafar,
Mm-hmm.
he's a scary man,
Oh yeah, he's a berry.
and he's a grand vizier. My dear, my dear. And that's a title given to the head of government of many sovereign states in the Islamic world. I know it also came up in Wicked,
Yeah.
but that was
Yeah.
the first time I would have I came across Jafar before I
Yes,
you know,
Wicked. Yeah,
before it was referenced
Yeah.
in Wicked. But yeah, that idea of a grand vizier.
love it. Love it.
Yeah.
Sand in the glass is right.
What's that from?
Okay, and it's from Arabian Nights.
Oh,
too.
still Arabian.
Sorry. And this is really clever because you know where we say the time is right.
Yep.
Well, the time is read through an hourglass.
Yep.
An hourglass has sand in it.
Yep.
So sand in the glass is right.
Clever.
Isn't it so clever?
Now, I wonder which one of the three wrote that lyric.
I know.
Was it Tim Rice, Chad,
Or
or Howard?
But isn't that really clever
Yeah.
for just kind of bringing it back to that part of
Yeah.
the world that they're in? Like, time is right. No, sand in the glass is right. I thought that was really clever.
It is. I learnt a lot from one of my favourite songs. I've already mentioned it. It's not in the
One
film, but it
no.
but it was in the musical Proud of Your Boy. I love that wee song.
It's a nice wee song.
Lovely
Yeah.
wee song. He sings, "Tell me that I've been a louse and a loafer. You won't get a fight here, no ma'am. Say I'm a gold brick."
Okay.
So there was a few in there. Louse in the context of this means like contemptible or unpleasant person.
Yeah.
Loafer is a person who wastes time or is lazy. Imagine being called a loafer.
I know.
And gold brick had a few definitions,
Okay.
right? So generally a lazy person and doesn't work for what they're given, or makes excuses for getting out of work, or sometimes refers to a con man.
Oh, okay.
Or refers to something that appears valuable but is actually worthless. All of them kind of make sense
Yeah.
to Aladdin.
Yeah, absolutely.
He is a bit of a gold brick.
Oh, he is, yeah. And I love that louse. I also learned that from another musical, the Kiss Me Kate one, but from the film.
The louse.
The louse, so that's how I always...
Oh, does she call him a
Yes,
louse?
in the stage version, she calls him a B word. But on TV, they couldn't have used that, so she always goes, "You louse!" I love that word.
Well, you've just deafened everybody who listens to this podcast.
I love it.
It is a great word,
Yeah.
louse. Interestingly, total tangent, but it's musical theatre news and the people out there need to hear it. The West End, the most recent West End production, was it at the Barbican?
It was at the Barbican.
Of Kiss Me Kate has been recorded and will be released.
on the 17th of November.
You are fantastic.
I
Did you
know.
just literally pluck that date
Well,
from
I
your
knew-
head?
Well, I as I remembered it, I didn't just pluck it and then all of a sudden the
but
production
like that,
company are
but
going to
that
put
was
it out.
that. I mean, that date was released a good while ago.
I know, but I
and
really
you still
like Kiss Me
remember
Kate,
it? Are we going?
Yeah.
Fantastic. What's the date again? 17th?
November.
No. Oh, we'll hear that soon.
I know it is.
Fantastic.
I think it's like out in cinemas from the 17th. I don't think it's just a one night thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
But let me check that.
Because most of those like theatrical
just like
ones
a
are like a
one-night,
wee
yeah.
one-nighter, so that's nice. It's getting a wee run.
Yeah. Next musical lyrical lingo for me was from One Jump. So whenever this movie came out, my family were kind of obsessed with it. We loved
Yeah.
it. So we had the album in the car and we would have listened to it a lot. So I always asked, like, what's riffraff,
Yeah.
scoundrel, and what was a vandal? So
Yeah.
then Aladdin taught me what they were.
Is Aaron all of those three things?
Oh, no, he's not. But
We love you, Aaron.
I got very confused because it says one jump ahead of the slow pokes.
Slow pokes.
Yeah.
Slow people.
I mean, the only thing I could think of was Pokemon. And I was like, why are they writing about Pokemon? But they're not. Just Slowpoke happens to be a Pokemon character.
No, slow pokes are just slow people.
Yeah, but
Aladdin was
Slowpokes-
too fast for them.
I know, but Slowpokes is also a Pokemon character.
But Pokemon wasn't out whenever you first saw.
I was going to say.
No, I know. So that's what I'm saying now. I was like, I got
Oh, that's
very
all you can think
confused.
of?
Yes, that's all I can think of.
Is
It's
Aladdin
like,
being chased by a few slow
by these wee
Pokemon people?
pink things?
Slow Pokemon that he's always one step ahead of.
Oh, is that why it's called a Slowpoke? Because it's slow? It's a slow Pokemon?
Yeah. And also, we use the term Slowpoke. It was just convenient.
Now, tangent number 25.
What?
Pokemon the musical.
Could it work?
Is there legs there? Could it work?
Gotta catch
Yeah.
'em all.
Yeah, that actually could work.
Oh, I could have just become a millionaire.
Could it work?
You would have to put something together. You know, the idea of
Stop it.
Pokemon musical.
I came up with it first.
Okay. Okay.
Gotta catch 'em all.
ideas are a dime
Pokemon.
a dozen. Everybody has ideas. You got to start writing it down. You got to make your idea a
I
reality.
mean, all we would need
where the
is
money
a
lies.
bunch of 8 to 11-year-old boys who are really into Pokemon to help us with the story.
I don't think the story would be the problem. It would be making all those blooming Pokemon. Costume bill
Yeah.
would be through the roof.
Unless we use video and AI and augmented reality, and we do it all screen based, and that they are on
But
the
then it's-
screen, and then
It's not really a stage
or do
show
you do
then,
it
is
like
it?
Avenue Q and their puppets? I came up with that idea.
Okay, we are actually talking about Aladdin, the Disney musical,
Right.
not Pokemon. Like all of, with,
that's
Right.
another conversation for another day. Anyway,
we are genius, though.
so slow pokes apparently people just means slow people,
There you go.
not Pokemon.
Not Pokemon characters. Where your brain goes, nobody will ever
No.
understand.
And then he says, next time gonna use non de plume.
Yeah.
Okay, which just means a pen name or a synonym. It is it sounds French. It comes from the 1800s, but it's actually just an English word.
Oh, okay.
So that's just another name for saying like a pen name. Another way of saying pen name.
None de bloom.
Non de plume.
Very good. Friend like me.
No, I'm still going in one
Oh
jump.
my god.
Hoof
One
beats.
jump out the window.
Hoof beats.
Hoof beats.
Yeah. Somebody mentions hoof beats. All I could find was that it's a magazine about
I wonder what the line was though that Hoof Beats appeared in.
I think he goes
Because I doubt it's a
"Hoof beats."
magazine.
No, but that's all I could find now. But again, it must just be like slowpokes. Just must mean people.
Just a bit slurs.
Yeah.
Slurs for the. I loved the guards in the movie and how he like just tied them all up and made them look really
Let's
stupid.
not be too hasty.
Still, I think he's rather tasty. Interestingly, fun fact. I didn't realise it at the time, but
It's a broth.
this musical. Oh yeah, fair enough. Didn't know that either. I was far too young and naive to realise that. But the actress that sang that in the musical was none other than Mauritius Wallace.
Really?
And I didn't know it was her, and I didn't realise that I would become her number one fan.
Love it.
Yeah, she
very
did
good.
it. And actually, now that obviously I know her and her voice and like how amazing she is. When you listen back, it's like, oh my goodness, it's so undeniably her. Yeah.
Love it. So that's all I have for one.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
One jump's very hard to choreograph 455,000 different ways. That's how many times I feel like we've done all of our, not all of our
I think it's a
Aladdin.
great song. I
Oh,
think
it's fab.
Yeah.
I do. No, I like the music in Aladdin. The music in Aladdin's
I
really
think it's great.
catchy, like bit like Friend Like Me.
Okay. Well, I have one from Diamond in the Rough, which comes just before Friend Like Me.
Welcome to Musical Lyrical Lingo, the podcast of Lauren.
You're so annoyed that I learned stuff. This is what this whole musical
I am
podcast is
never
about.
annoyed when you learn stuff.
Okay.
Unless it's got something to do with the bloody Pokemon in a Disney film musical.
Just made our next musical, which is going to make us
That's
millions,
true.
right?
Yeah. Me
So anyway.
millions. It was my idea. Don't be trying to jump on board that bandwagon.
She just said our next musical.
Or
is-
did you notice how the R came in?
It's the next being the key word.
Oh
to
yeah,
that.
because we've already
Yeah.
written one.
Used to hear like a real life the producers.
I have been a producer, to be fair.
Yeah. I think what's on your cards might be a one-man show based on all these voices and just random.
Do you think I could do a one-man show?
I mean,
Yes,
the lady
100%.
from the brothel, you nailed that. As you had.
Still, I think he's rather tasty. I love
Nailed
that bit. It's one of my favorite. That's my favorite bit of that number.
Ladies and gentlemen, you can do it all.
I'm so glad we're only focusing on one musical because
That's what I was saying. James, like, there's no way we're going to get two into one. It's not going to work.
okay, a diamond in the rough. Take one step and die, you brainless mace.
Well, that's just a bit rude.
This is just from the song.
Oh, I thought you were talking to me.
And it's miscreant. So somebody who does something unlawful.
Okay.
What?
No, it was pronunciation.
Oh, right. Sorry, it was my pronunciation. But anyway, that's me. You can now move on to...
Even that diamond in the rough, like, you know, that idiom of being a diamond in the
Yeah.
rough. I'm like, where did that ever come from?
Yeah. I didn't even look it up.
Are we
I just
like...
always know it from Aladdin too.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's
was the
it. That's
first
the first
time,
time
yeah.
I would have heard that. Yeah, for sure. And they call Aladdin the diamond in the rough because they want him to go into the Cave of Wonders and only a diamond in the rough can go in. Isn't that right? Here, yeah, the Cave of Wonders voice is class too.
Yeah. Can you do it?
I can't remember. I can't remember what it says.
Diamond in the rough.
Diamond in the rough. Yeah, I can.
Yeah, go you. Right, tell us
Anyway.
what you learned in Friend Like Me.
Well, first of all, can we just take a wee moment in the obviously the musical version of Friend Like Me, where they did the most incredible rework of it. Like, I went, oh, wowzer, and I had heard it. I had heard the cast recording before I then saw it for the first time in London. They first of all reference Cinderella at the beginning because he's kind of doing a bit of scat singing. As you heard me do at the beginning of the episode. Do you want me to do it again?
No, we're all
okay,
good.
fine. But he goes bibbidi bobbidi boo, which is like a wee nod to Cinderella. So I like that. He sings, well, Alibaba had them 40 thieves, Scheherazade had 1,000 tales. And that line refers to that folk tale of Alibaba and the 40 thieves and the story of Scheherazade, which came from that, what was it called?
Yeah, so...
Say it again.
yeah,
that's the one.
So, I can't say her name.
Scheherazade. I know her mostly from Panto.
Okay, so a cultured and creative woman. She used her gifts to heal, but she's a major character and storyteller. She told 1,001 stories, which saved her from being beheaded.
That's right.
So there was a king and he was so hurt that his wife had cheated on him.
Yep.
So he decided that every single night he was going to marry a virgin. And then it was Shazrin's...
I think that is my favourite moment of this year. This year's episode.
Shelley to her friends.
Shelley to her friends.
It was the woman's turn.
Scheherazade.
Thank you. To then marry the king. And what she did, she was so clever, was she told a story and she said, but I have to leave it there because, dawn is breaking. And he goes, no, I want you to carry on. She goes, okay. So she finished the story the next night,
Yeah.
but then started a second story,
Yeah.
which was just as exciting. And again, so she did this for 1,001 nights. And during this time, she had 3 sons. And she then presented the 3 sons to the king. And she said, please, if you spare me, or if you kill me and behead me, these sons will have no mother. But I understand you have to do what you need to do. And he says, no, I have fallen in love with you. And that is it.
Yeah.
I think.
I mean, yes, very
Okay.
much. I had it here in a paragraph, but
Oh.
yeah, no, that was it.
Okay.
I didn't know any of that.
I didn't know any
I
of
didn't
it.
realise when I saw Scheherazade in like Pantos, she had such a backstory.
Well, no, you do.
I understand also why the backstory doesn't appear in a Panto.
Okay, yeah,
but
because-
anyway, yeah.
It would, yeah. But I always knew Alibaba and his 40 Thieves because of Aladdin, Prince of Thieves, which is number 2 or 3 in the sequence.
In the sequence of folklore tales, haven't read any of them to be quite honest, including Alibaba and the 40
films.
Thieves.
Disney did the films.
I know, I haven't watched them either.
Shit, they're quite good.
Are they quite good? Are they? Oh, okay. How many of the tales have they done on film, or is it just...
Just those, just Return of Jafar.
Okay.
Is the second, and then the third one is Aladdin and the Prince of Thieves.
Okay.
And Alibaba is his daddy.
Oh,
Yeah, it's very
wow.
exciting.
Oh, I will watch those actually, because
You
that's
do
quite
that.
interesting.
You do that.
Also, in Friend Like Me, he sings, "You're the boss, the king, the Shah."
Yes.
Shah.
Uh-huh.
Do you know what a Shah is?
No.
You have to say it like that.
Shah.
Shah, you're the boss, the king, the Shah. The Shah, or Shah, is the royal title that was historically used by leading figures of Iranian monarchies.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. And then he sings, "How about a little more baklava?"
Baklava.
He sings a
No, I know.
baklava.
I just know.
Do you know what
baklava.
baklava is then?
Yeah, because Caitlin, my sister, loves it.
Does she? Interesting. Middle Eastern dessert made of layered pastry filled with, it does sound delicious, chopped nuts and sweetened with syrup or honey.
Yeah, so it's like phyllo pastry, and then like usually pistachio nuts.
Oh, yes.
And then more phyllo pastry and then it's super, super sticky.
Oh, yes.
But whenever you get good baklava, it's really, really
Baklava.
good. Well, no, I probably don't say it right.
Baklava!
Baklava is probably the correct way to
Yeah.
say it, but I always know it as baklava. Yeah, I also got you got me bona fide when
Yep.
that expression just means real. And did you also notice in Friend Like Me, he says, is it like Friend Like Me no, just before Prince Ali when he's trying to like get him to dress like a prince, he's like, you look like a Shriner, which is back to our gypsy episode.
I know.
So there you go.
The crossovers with musicals is insane, isn't it?
Crazy.
Back to Friend Like Me, I do love it. He sings, "You got a genie for your..."
You got a genie for your auto lamp? No?
No.
I think I made those lyrics up.
"You've got a genie for your shard of..." Oh, I've lost it now.
You got a genie for your chard event? No?
No.
I'm
we're
just making up words.
It's an ambassador's deputy.
Oh.
Shard affairs.
Could be.
You got
Yeah.
a genie for your shard affairs.
That's it.
Shard
That's it.
affair. There you go.
Thank you,
It's an
thank you.
ambassador's deputy. Okay. They referenced in the musical version of this number Cinderella, Bibbidi Bobbidi
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Boo. But then have you listened to it recently?
Yeah, listen to it this week.
He that bit in the middle where he kind of goes into like a performance and like he does his own wee mini
Oh, yeah.
mini wee cabaret like section, so showbiz. But I loved how many different like other Disney films they referenced in that.
Okay.
So he did "Tale as Old as
Mm-hmm.
Time," and then he went in ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba, and did "Under the Sea" and "Part of Your World,"
Mm-hmm.
and then he did a bit of Pocahontas. "You never hear the wolf cry to the blue corn moon." Yeah,
Yeah, and that's nice though, because some of them are Allen's.
exactly.
Yeah, that's
Clever. That's all I
Nice.
have for a Friend Like Me.
Good. So Prince Ali then next. Have we got stuff?
Hey,
up?
clear the way and In the old bazaar. Hey, you! Let us through. Here's the brand new star.
Well done.
I totally was making them up there because it's been a while since I've...
I love that. And that also used to play as the Disney parade was going by.
Nice.
And I just love it. Every time I hear that song, it literally just takes me back to Disney and I just want to be there. I learned about a menagerie.
Menagerie.
Menagerie. Yes. Thank you. World class menagerie. Yeah, Prince Ali. Okay. Collection of wild animals, but for exhibition.
Yes.
So you can't just have a collection of wild animals and not let people come and see it. People coming to see it makes it a menagerie.
There you go.
There you go. Just
I also learned
fine details there.
coterie.
Oh.
Coterie.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a clique or a group of people who basically share similar interests.
Oh. He's got slaves. He's got servants and flunkies.
He's got slaves, he's got servants and flunkies.
And flunkies? My husband will probably think he's my flunky. Flunkies is a person who performs relatively menial tasks for somebody else.
Yeah. And they sing that you don't have to charge them no fee.
Mm-hmm.
He's generous, so generous.
I love it. Goes, purple peacocks, he's got
53.
That's a great song. Like, the songs in Aladdin are so good, but Prince Ali is actually hilarious.
Do you know that I think we need to do?
What?
I think we need to do a sing-along to Aladdin one night.
Yes, we should do that on Twitch one night.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Let's do that. That's in the diary for the next time we're doing a late night one. Yes.
Yeah, it would be fun.
That would be hilarious.
Yeah.
Because we would do all the ad-lib bits too.
1,000%.
Yes, let's do it. It's in. We're doing it.
Do you have anything else? Because I'm all out of musical lyrical lingos.
I have loads.
You're like you're proud as punch tonight. You're
I know,
like,
but I love this.
have learned so much from this musical.
With 40 factories.
Factories, yeah.
Holy men who possess supernatural or miraculous powers.
Yeah.
He had 40 of them.
I know.
Wow.
That there is like that part of like the story or the film or musical did freak me out when I was younger.
Oh, really?
Because the magicians, a bit like Jafar, you know the way Jafar had an element of magic to him as well. It just freaked me out a wee bit. I was like, oh, they're scary.
I always found, to me, that felt similar to Moses in the Bible. Whenever Moses is trying to free his people and all of the pharaohs, people around him are still performing all those tricks, even though God's performing the tricks. I don't know. That was
We've gone deep. You went deep there.
I always felt that similar sort of feel.
But when you talk of like Disney villains, I think Jafar is really underrated as a villain because actually there's an element of like pizzazz to a lot of the other Disney villains, like even Scar. Like you can't overly say Scar's like a scary Mary. Do you know what I mean? Like he's scary, but like he's
evil.
Yeah, I know, but like you also know it's a bit hammed up, isn't it? Okay. Certainly in the like musical, it's like life's not fair, is it? You know, like whereas Jafar actually just scared the bejesus out of me.
Yeah. Okay. Fair.
He's scary to me.
Scary. All right.
Scary to me.
A whole new world. I learned.
A whole new world.
So
you're supposed to sing the other bit. Don't you dare close your eyes.
In the film, the line is every moment, red letter. Okay?
I'll take you anywhere.
And then but in the show, it's every moment gets better.
Better.
Okay. But it is definitely in the film, every moment, red letter.
Are you sure it's not just a misheard lyric?
No.
We haven't had one of those in a long time.
I know, which means special etymology. And that was actually confirmed by Leah Salonga in 2014 on Twitter. and she is the voice of Jasmine in the film.
Well, then it must be true.
And it's because holy days used to be marked in red. So every moment, red letter.
Every moment, red letter.
So it
I'll
is.
chase you.
It is. Just in the show,
everywhere.
they've changed it to every moment gets better.
Yeah, it's a bit better, isn't it?
Well, I
As a
like
letter.
red letter. So I'm going to stick with singing that.
That's all right.
You do that.
Okay.
You do that. Somebody's Got Your Back, which
Who?
is a nice little song. Somebody's Got Your Back.
Who?
What do you mean?
Who's got your back?
It says, I won't bail a 23 skidadoo, which is an American slang phrase to leave quickly, which makes me think of my daddy always saying, skedaddle.
True.
Or taking advantage to leave early, a bit like an Irish goodbye.
I will take any opportunity to leave early.
I know.
Bye.
Gone by 9 p.m.
See you later.
And
If I'm not at home with my feet up on a cup of tea,
Yeah, something's wrong.
yeah,
Okay.
that's my favourite part of
Going
an
out
evening out. Yeah,
is getting home.
getting home
Yeah.
and having a
Feel
cup
ya.
of tea.
Feel ya.
What has happened to me?
It says, means we are ollie ollie oxen free,
Gee whiz, right? Okay.
which is a catchphrase for truce. So for like hide and seek, you would go ollie ollie oxen free.
That's
Oh,
ridiculous.
I don't think we ever did it. I think it's an American.
Must be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then another Americanism was, it says, our bond will last like Mutt and Jeff. And Mutt and Jeff are USA newspaper comic strip, which was created by cartoonist Bud Fisher in 1907.
Wow.
I learned a lot. It was a
And was
great
that from the
musical.
musical version of these numbers?
Yeah.
Totally missed them.
Oh, there you go. Because
What do we say instead of Ollie Ollie blah blah blah?
can you not just go 1, 2, 3, I am free?
That's it. Much
Yeah.
easier, isn't
Yeah.
it?
1, 2, 3, I am free.
Ollie Ollie.
Or I've got my fingers crossed, you can't catch me. I mean, I haven't played Chasey's and Playground for a very
Yeah.
long time. So I'm not too sure what the kids are saying these days.
I must ask them.
You're one of them ones, Lauren.
What?
You can tell you're not a runner because you know every single one. I had my fingers crossed. I'm in Dan.
Yes.
Ollie Ollie oxen free.
Well, I never said it.
1, 2, 3, I'm free. You know them all.
Yep.
Do you know them in multiple languages as well?
Just in case.
Anything to avoid running.
Because I hide like as close to Den as possible. And then once the person catching ran out, it just went straight to Den. Yeah.
Of course you did. Of course you did.
You're lucky you found me.
Oh, aren't I?
Were you speedy? Were you running around the place like a madman then?
What? Oh, wait,
Catching.
like, I thought you meant running after Lauren. I was like, doesn't sound like I had to run too much. Just wait outside the den.
So rude.
No, yeah, I played the game properly.
Yeah. I just didn't play the game. I just went, not interested.
I
Bye.
think I played a game that you were involved in, though. I seen
Me?
a guy dressed as a cat dancing inside encouraging us.
Ha ha.
Come on, boys, run faster.
You may watch yourself.
And we did.
I'm a genie. I'll put you back in the lamp and won't let you
Love
out.
it. Love it. Anyway, that was all the musical lyrical lingos.
You had a lot,
I
a
know,
lot of lingos.
But I love when language or lyrics are really clever and the songs are catchy and you can just learn lots about
Do
everything.
you know what it is? I've noticed a like
Pattern.
pattern.
Mm.
You're just, I think you could be the world's biggest Alan Menken fan. See, when it's a Menken jobby,
Yeah.
you are like in overdrive.
I get him. I understand him.
He's your man.
Yeah.
And
I like him.
yeah.
Yeah, I do really like him.
He is genius, like, of course he is. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, and like I
Aladdin.
said before, the website is so fascinating. So if you want to know more about Aladdin, just how they get it, there's also a really good one about bringing it to Singapore, and how they transported all the scenery. So go check it out, guys.
You'll be there for hours and hours and hours.
So apart from us doing it 50,000 times,
What were you in Aladdin when we did it?
Well, the very first time we did it, I was Jasmine.
Oh,
That was
of
my very
course
first
you were.
part.
So you
Well, not my
sang A Whole New World?
Yeah, it was like one of the first times we had done
We did
wee
like
snippet bits.
Disney the year, didn't
yeah,
we?
it
Where it
was
was
the
like
Disney
loads
year.
of different Disneys.
And I was Jasmine.
And who's your Aladdin?
Martin Gray.
Oh, and what was I?
And then Zoe Rainey.
Oh, what was
We
that?
did it twice. I don't know what you were. Were you the genie? No. Well, Joel was the genie.
Yeah, I mustn't have done that Disney bun. I must have been another
You must have
Disney.
been in something other
Yeah.
Disney-esque. Yeah, that'd be good. Actually, do you know Alex would be a good one to ask? She'll know.
Yeah. Was I the monkey?
No, I don't think so.
Bet you I was cast as a boo or
I
something.
don't think so.
Or third camel from the left in that caravan.
Yeah, maybe that's
Yeah.
who you were. No, because we did it like twice, and it was an unusual year that we did like things from Disney. But yeah, it was Martin to begin with, and then Zoe was my Aladdin. So yeah, and then we've just done it loads in Stage Girl, and obviously then Panto always has an Aladdin.
Yeah.
So we've been involved. How many Pantos did you do that were Aladdin?
I was never in
were
an
you not?
Aladdin,
I
no.
was in an Aladdin.
Because I don't think Aladdin had boys, did it? Was it not one of those ones? Do you remember there was random pantomimes that came where they only asked for
okay.
girls, not
Yeah.
boys?
All right.
So I don't think No, they did do boys because I
they
remember
did?
our friend Richard.
Yes, I was going to say, because
Being-
Aladdin was my second one, and Richard was definitely in
Yeah,
that.
I don't think I was.
You weren't. You mustn't have been selected.
I was too busy prepping myself for Mother Goose flying in the Goose Mobile.
In like 3 years' time. Took a lot of prep.
Do you know you have to train to fly? Anyway,
Yep.
I remember doing it in the lovely Web Theatre in Newtonards, a really small venue, and we did the full the full version, and it was really good fun. Like it's a fun wee one actually to do with kids. Yeah, it's
been
good.
done a few times, and it is a good one to see, either a panto or musical.
Yeah.
But you got to see it. It was one
So,
of your family trips, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
we went, and like this makes us sound really what's the word?
Not sure.
It'll come to me. We did see it, and we were left a little underwhelmed.
Okay, I remember this.
But like it looks spectacular. Like it was really wow to look at. Like the costumes were amazing, the set was amazing, but that was it.
Okay. And
Do you know what I
Friend Like
mean? I
Me,
was kind of left a little underwhelmed.
I think Friend Like Me is a big number.
It was
Um,
fabulous.
People compare it to 42nd Street.
Yeah.
But
But yeah.
yes, I've
I
always
think-
heard this about
I
Aladdin.
think the problem I found was that you had Friend Like Me that which was wow, and Prince Ali was wow as well, but everything else in the musical was just a bit half baked. Do you know what I mean? And a wee bit. I think there was too much down time
Yeah.
without enough wowness.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So that then when those two numbers come along, they really stick out like a
Yeah.
sore thumb, because the rest of the show doesn't live up to those numbers. Do you know what I mean? Whereas I think the likes of Lion King, Lion King was just like wow from
Yeah.
start to finish. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now it might be because there's more big recognizable Disney numbers in Lion King. Do you know what I mean? So it was like one recognizable number after another, and I wonder maybe if some of the songs that they then put back in did kind of dilute it a wee bit. Now this is
what I
just
was-
my opinion,
No, that is
but
100% what I was going to ask you, because
Yeah.
from somebody that's only listened to the cast recording,
yeah,
and I didn't know if it was because I loved the film so much and kind of knew the songs inside out. Those extra songs, apart from For Your Boy or
Proud of Your Boy.
Part of Your Boy, I think that's okay.
Yeah,
But like the one with the friends, I don't know if it's needed. I don't
Yeah.
know. And like even that when somebody's got your back, I don't know
yeah.
if they add anything to it.
No, I know, but I also understand they had to add more songs to pad it out a bit, because if you think about it, like you can count on one hand the big Aladdin songs. Do you know what I mean? You've got Arabian Nights, One Jump, Friend Like Me,
Prince Ali,
Prince Ali, A Whole New World. That's it, really. Five songs. And 5 songs for a two-act musical is maybe not enough. Like, I can understand why some of the songs that didn't make it into the film ended up in the musical, because they needed something. They needed additional songs of some sort. I think, does Jasmine have her own song in the musical? I know the live action remake that they did, she did get her own song, and it's really gorgeous. Like, it's a brilliant song. It was one of my highlights from that movie, actually. Like, something like that would have been good in the musical version, to give her, you know, her own song, because it's a big belter, and it's a big, like, 11 o'clock number. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, we were all, like, all of our family were kind of just feeling a bit wanting a little. Yeah.
So it wasn't one that you would go back to where you would with Lion King.
No.
What
Well,
about Beauty and the Beast?
even Lion King, I think I've seen Lion King twice, but I don't feel I need to see Lion King again. Do you know? Don't get me wrong, it is incredible, but I think once you've seen it, you've seen it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Beauty and the Beast, I would go back to time and time and time and time and time again. But I think there's something really beautiful about that I think that is one of my favourite Disney movies. Okay. So I think I would go back. And also there's, like, look at that for musical numbers. Like, it's like one hit after another. Do you know what I mean? I just don't think Aladdin has enough big recognisable songs. Now, don't get me wrong, the 5 that we've mentioned are whoppers, but it's only 5.
Yeah, true. That's true. There isn't a huge numbers in the film that then could have just itself, and maybe that's why then it did take so long for it to get to Broadway, and there was so many tryouts, because maybe they themselves realised that there was something sort of missing.
And I think that's also why they extended that Friend Like Me for the musical version. Like, it was almost like a 8, 9, 10 minute musical number. Do you know what I mean? Because they were like, it's the most recognisable and well-known song in this, so we've got to, like, make it last longer. I think. Well,
I've seen a version in Disney. So sometimes in the Disney parks they put on, like, little productions, and one's called, like, they did Aladdin, but it's like a musical spectacular. Yeah. So it's not the musical. Yeah. So it doesn't have loads of different. It just has the 5. So it feels a little bit like it's dragging. It's also shorter, but it does feel that, well, the Beauty and the Beast version that they do in the parks as well is really, really quick, because it's almost like they've got to get through everything.
There's so much to get in.
There maybe is something that just something about Aladdin that doesn't quite flow as well as the others.
Yeah, and the word was appreciative. I didn't want to sound unappreciative, like, we got to see it, and it was brilliant, and it was lovely to see it, and it was spectacular to look at, and the costumes are divine, but we did leave going, it was okay. I mean, it was good, but it was hard to put into words what the problem was. Actually, I think I've got more of an idea of what was lacking now, looking back on it in hindsight. But at the time, I was like, I enjoyed it, but I'm not wowed, and I'm going, why was I not wowed? I think I've now sussed it.
Also to do with the fact that you've seen it as a pantomime, so it's quite hard then to see it as a musical.
I think the two are different enough to separate them. Also, sure, pantomimes, they make pantomimes now that are just shoehorn any storyline in.
I know we've got, like, Cinderella, and it's a musical, and also pantomime, and Peter Pan the same. But I don't know. Is it just maybe one of those things that you're almost like you've seen it on stage, so you expected something more from the musical version of it? I don't know. I'm just asking.
I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. I don't think so. I think
it just lacks something.
Yeah, I think in hindsight there's not enough big numbers in it to sustain it from start to finish. The carpet was good. Like, all of that's really
Yeah.
lovely, like seeing, you know, them coming flying out over the audience and stuff like that. That's really cool.
That's cool.
And it looked brilliant, but
And
yeah.
then what did you feel about the 2019 film with Will Smith?
I think I've only watched it once. I would need to go back and watch it again. I think it was a bit draggy.
Yeah. I don't mind it.
Yeah, no, I
don't
didn't.
mind it.
I didn't not like it, but it was a long time since I've seen it.
I like it.
I do remember her number standing out and
Speechless
going,
is
that
great.
was amazing. And she,
Yeah.
I can't remember who it was that plays Jasmine, but she
Brilliant.
was really good.
Um,
Will Smith did a decent job
think so.
of
he certainly didn't try and be
a friend like me.
Robin Williams. You know, he kind of made it himself.
Yeah.
And yeah, I like it. And actually, what I've read recently about those live action Disney remakes is that they give a song to characters that should have had a song in the animated version. So
Didn't get
obviously
one,
Jasmine
yeah.
in Speechless, in the new Little Mermaid, Eric gets a
Yeah,
song.
yeah.
In Beauty and the Beast gets a song. I know that he gets a song in the musical, but
Yeah.
so I was like, yeah, that's kind of
Nice.
it's
it is
nice then if you
and
look
do you
at
know
it
what?
that
They
way. Mm.
haven't dropped the ball yet. Like every single one of those like remakes and the new song that's put into each of them has been really good. So like good song.
So it'd be interesting to see what Snow White's like.
Yeah, is that? I was going to say, what is the next? That
Snow
is
White.
Snow
It
White's
should be out
the
soon. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Should be out
And do we
pretty
know
soon.
what's coming after that?
No, there's always a rumor.
Is there a Hunchback one, or was that a
That's it.
rumor?
I think that's a rumor. Hercules
Oh,
and
that's
Hunchback
really
are
sad.
always rumors. Yeah, but no, I don't know. There could be, just we're just not known. We're just not privy to that information yet.
And will Frozen go on a UK tour?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
It's bound to.
Do you think so? I'm wondering though.
Bound to. They'll have to downsize it, like, but surely to goodness, a title like that will not just disappear now.
Maybe because it's going to be on Disney Plus next year. Yeah, that's the other thing. Aladdin was recorded and it's gone missing. No, it's not gone missing, but Aladdin was recorded, a pro shot, and it hasn't.
Oh, so it hasn't gone missing. It just hasn't appeared anywhere. I thought somebody had stolen the tapes.
No.
I was like, what? The
No.
scandal?
No.
Right, okay.
Do you remember some of the other ones you were discussing?
Yeah, that'll come up. Do you remember a couple, like, probably 10, 15 episodes ago, I brought out the facts and figures for the most streamed musical theatre albums, and Aladdin was up there, wasn't it? And we were like, what, Aladdin?
I know.
So, yeah.
I know, yeah.
It is a popular one, like.
Okay, it is.
I mean, it's been, since it opened, it's been somewhere globally ever since. Do you know what I mean? It hasn't.
Japan, it's like massive there, and again in Germany. Like Germany, musical theatre is definitely like 3 in the world, isn't it? Like 3rd in the world. You've got West End, you've got Broadway, West End, and you've got Germany. But yeah,
We should take a trip to Germany and do a wee musical theatre trip sometime.
Is that our next trip?
I don't know. Musical lyrical lingo goes international.
International. There would have to be something really big. Like, I mean, if Hercules was never going to make it over, I would have definitely gone to Germany for
To
Hercules.
see it in there. Yeah.
But the fact it's coming, I'm like, we'll just do London again.
I think I would rather probably see the Butcham Starlight Express than the
really?
revival one, I think.
Hearing real mixed reports about that.
I know.
It's difficult.
Me
I don't
too.
know. I don't
and it's
know
hard to make a call, isn't it, when you haven't seen it?
I think so. But I fear for your wee love of Starlight Express, and
You reckon?
I don't know if you'll love the
I
new
know.
version.
I know. I'm a bit dubious about it myself. Hence, I haven't booked the tickets.
see.
What's our next Disney theatrical then that we're going to look at? Have we decided?
Yeah. Well, the
Yeah.
one that we were going to do.
Oh,
with
the one that
this
we were
one.
going to glue onto this, right?
Yeah,
Okay, so that'll
we'll
be our
look at
next
that.
one.
But we actually still have quite a few. Well, no,
No, we do. Like I
Yeah,
was
we do.
thinking, we have loads of Disney's
Yeah.
that we haven't touched on.
I know, which is good.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's kind of nice to break it up and add them in.
Oh, listen, we couldn't have shortchanged Aladdin by gluing something else into this episode. It'd have been a 4 hour
You would have got
episode.
very cross with me with all my learning.
I wasn't cross. I was just
You
impressed.
just wanted to get to friend like me.
It is funny though with you. I'm like, oh, it's a Mencken. Oh, she got loads. She liked Mencken and his lyrics.
Yeah, I do.
You do?
And I think he's a lovely man.
Absolutely. Very
Nobody
talented
tell me
man.
Otherwise. No.
Very good.
That was good. That was good. We did well. And I think we didn't mess up too bad.
Daffy, Donald and Daisy are delighted.
There's no Daffy. All right.
Is there not a Daffy? There is a Daffy.
But it's not Disney.
Oh,
and
is
he's
Daffy
not on
not
the
Disney?
trousers.
How's that allowed?
What are you talking about?
How did they allow a Daffy Duck with that isn't a Disney? When there's Donald and Daisy?
Because they just own like Donald and Daisy.
Hold on, Daffy the Duck's the Looney Tunes.
Yes.
Ah, now I get it.
It's not Disney.
It's so not Disney.
Yeah. That's what I've been saying all night.
Bugs. I'm only realising now who Daffy the Duck is.
I know. I don't
Daffy
think I've
the
ever...
Duck is Bugs
Daffy
Bunny's
Duck.
mate.
Yeah. I think it's just Daffy Duck, not Daffy the Duck.
Daphne.
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 That's like our lovely friend Stephanie, who we went to stage school with.
Mm-hmm.
And whenever our dance teacher Wendy was doing Stepney, she always thought the dance
Stepney?
was called Stephanie. The dance.
Oh, wow.
Was called Stephanie. Yeah, that always, every time I hear Stepney, I'm always like, Stephanie.
Wow.
Yeah, there we go.
It's nothing like queer as folk, eh?
Tangent. I think that's
Tangent.
what we need. Like, instead of we mid-roll, we need a tangent.
What's your favourite Aladdin number as we go out, actually? Let's bring it back to the pod.
I do love Arabian Nights, but I think Prince Ali.
Yeah.
I do. I love how fast-paced that is.
Yeah. Boom,
And bizarre.
Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah. And
Those
I think
drums
because
at the beginning.
it really does remind me of Disney. And we have like old school camcorder film
Yeah.
footage of that, which I love.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
it's
What
a
about
great
you?
number.
Friend like me?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or that bit
What?
in One Jump. Like,
Yeah.
it's my favourite bit.
Yeah.
I think.
Maybe we should just go and like perform. Maybe when we're like doing a sing along, we should perform as well. Like do dances to these songs.
Absolutely. Try and
Okay,
stop
great.
me.
Great. Right, that's what we should go and do.
Until
Plan
then.
that.
Absolutely.
Okay, let's do it.
One jump. Head of the bread line.
Okay, no, you're actually right doing this. Okay, we better go and plan this.
One swing, head of a sword. I steal only what I can afford. That's everything. Till next week.
Bye.
Bye.